Hi friends, welcome to Easy and Home Style Cooking. I'm Mrs. Ragini. Today I'm going to share another dessert recipe, dear friends, and this dessert is very simple and very tasty. And dear friends, this I had it when I went to Malaysia, Singapore and Thailand. I had this simple dessert which they made with sago. So with sago, they made a sago pudding. We always make by adding some milk and we make our regular payasam, but instead of payasam you can make this simple sago pudding. Very simple. We need some sago. If you have palm sugar you can use palm sugar, or if you don't have the palm sugar, or you can use jaggery also, and very little of coconut milk and egg whites to make this dish. First, by boiling the sago. Here I have the sago. You need to take the small sago, dear friends. Usually you have the big sago which we make for our sweets and even for poha and even for upma and vadas. We use the big sago. So this is the very small sago. This we are going to use and we are going to make our dessert. So we need to boil this. So always take little bit extra water so that it won't stick to each other. When they boil, they tend to stick. So if you add more of water, they don't stick to each other. So here is the water which is slightly boiling. In this we are going to add the sago. Dear friends, after adding sago, you need to cook the sago till this becomes transparent. You all know, no? We want the sago to be nice and transparent. You can see this is slightly becoming transparent and this is getting boiled. It will take another 2 to 3 minutes, then this will become nice and transparent. And now if you see, this is totally transparent. Initially it was white in color, now we can see it's totally transparent. Now switch off the flame and take a strainer, and we are going to strain this into this strainer. If you use lot of water, dear friends, and we are going to rinse this in cold water again, just remove all the moisture. See, if you see, this is transparent, and now we are going to just remove all the moisture once, and here is the sago. So what we are going to do is, we are going to, you can take the regular tap water and drop this. This way what happens, whatever the starch from the sago, after straining it, just put it immediately in cold water so that the sago will become individual like this. See, the sago totally has become one piece. Initially it was sticking, now it won't stick, it is individual. Now what we are going to do is, we need to strain it again. We want the sago. So here is the cold water. You can see the sago inside here, very nice and like transparent pearls, and this we are going to use to make our dessert. This is individual, it should be like this. It's not sticking, but it is nice and individual. All the moisture needs to go away, dear friends. So just remove all the excess moisture. So friends, here is our sago pearls, the transparent pearls which are nice and ready. And to make this dish we need egg white, as I told you. So I'm just going to break open one egg and I'm going to separate the white and the yellow, and then I'm going to beat the white till we get it into nice peaks. So this I'm going to do later, but before that, take a pan. And here I have the palm sugar and add little bit water, dear friends. And this we are going to make a nice thick syrup. This dish, the dessert, they serve with palm sugar syrup and the coconut milk. I'm going to show it to you how. And we are going to wait till this becomes into a nice syrup. So friends, here I have the egg white. I have just separated the yolk and the white, and here I have taken one egg white, dear friends. If you want, you can increase the quantity to 2 egg whites. I am just using 1 cup of sago, so I am using 1 egg. If you want, you can increase the quantity. And this we are going to whisk till we get in nice peaks. So friends, here you can see I whisk the egg whites till I get it nice peaks. I used 1 more egg, dear friends. I used 2 yolks, and here if you see, our palm sugar syrup is also ready. This I am going to switch off the flame and we are going to keep this aside, and we are going to use it later on. If you see, there is no sweetness in our dessert. So now we are going to start off making our mixture of the dessert. So what I am going to do is, I am just going to transfer this sago in a bowl. we are going to take this egg white. Either way you can do, you can put the sago into the egg whites, or you can put the egg white into the sago and mix this. This is nice and foam. Mix it perfectly. See that the egg whites aeration, and what we are going to do is we are going to just keep this aside. Here I have a mold, that is the cupcake mold. You can take a baking tray also. If you are making huge quantity, dear friends, then you can put into big mold. Whenever I make, I don't want to put it in a big mold. I always love to make it in small molds. This way what happens, we can serve the dessert individually. We need not cut it and serve it. This way you can just serve entire the cup to one person. We are going to put the mixture, that's the egg white and sago mixture, into our mold and just press it, and this goes into the refrigerator. You can put it in a regular refrigerator, dear friends, no need of deep freezing. And if it is a silicone mold, once this is chilled, you can demold it very easily. So here 3 are ready. And if you want to serve directly in the glass, or if you have a small jars like this, dear friends, I suggest directly put the mixture in the small jars and refrigerate it, and you can garnish in this itself, and you can serve your family or your relatives or your friends just like this. So I am going to just fill one of this, and I am going to put this also in the refrigerator. So take the mixture, fill it. If you put it in piping bag, filling is very easy. If you see in restaurants, usually they serve like this in a small jars, or small cups, and we are going to put this in refrigerator for at least 1 hour, and then we are going to serve. So friends, here you can see our sago pudding is done. I have put this pudding in the fridge, and you can see we could able to get this nice shapes, and this is very easy, dear friends. Because of the silicone mold, we could easily able to remove this or demold this. And now the turn to garnish. What we are going to do is, first they serve this with just put some coconut milk on top of this, and here also we have our simple, in this itself you can have, dear friends, you need not demold this, directly in the glass itself you can serve. Just put some coconut milk into this glass also, and all white in color. Now where is the sweetness to this dish? And pour this on top of this, good amount, because this is a sweetness to our dish. So you need to pour this good amount, and in this small glass also. This is all ready to serve, dear friends. So friends, I love to make such small desserts. I have a small jar, so I wanted to fill this and use this for dessert. So here is a wow, this is such an awesome dessert. Little bit of coconut flavor, and the palm sugar which we added, the syrup is giving an excellent flavor. I love this, dear friends. I hope you enjoyed this very simple dish of making sago pudding. If you like it, make it, share it, and also feed your family fresh food. See you in another session with some more recipes.